Hello and welcome to Who Are You? This is a Battlestar Galactica watchcast. Former strangers, friends, you know the deal. I'm just going to skip through some stuff because I think Laura probably really wants to talk about this episode. Laura, you finished this episode about 5 minutes ago, give or take, see?
Yeah, ish. Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it sounds about right. I mean, given the message and the time and everything, I'd say, yeah, a solid 5 minutes. So that
Yeah.
was the big one.
Yeah. That's the big one, is it, fair?
I would say so. I think it's fair to call it probably one of the if it's not the single biggest episode of the show in terms of amount of plot that moves forward. I think
Mm-hmm.
it's hard to pick a different one. I can think of an episode with a big reveal coming still.
Yeah,
There,
obviously, because we're still missing
I would
someone.
say that
Yeah.
there's two big reveals that still have to happen in the show, not
Okay.
counting anything that happens in proximity of the finale.
Is it the fifth Cylon and then the super secret sixth Cylon?
Maybe.
Maybe.
So
Hmm.
I'm just going to go ahead and give you some flowers on Anders. You've stayed firm on Team Anders this whole time.
Yep. I knew I would get at least one because I knew there had to be Anders.
Yeah. Spoiler chat's really been laughing at your insistence on Anders this entire time because up until the the most recent couple of episodes, it really didn't seem plausible for a long
Mm-hmm.
time.
Yeah. No, I just something about that motherfucker. He's just got to look.
Yeah, you've just known. You knew before the writers knew in terms of moving through the episodes.
Yeah, missed it on at least three other ones, but
Well,
I could still get some in the last.
I mean, last episode you were like the music means that they're Cylons because Anders hears the music, which I was all like, God damn it, Laura.
Yeah, but I was really stumped because I was like, wow, Ty, really? Is that interesting? I
You
don't
were so
know.
steadfast on it, and then I'm all like, but Ty, what about Ty? Doesn't Ty make that impossible? Like a little shit over here. Um,
I wouldn't give in. I wouldn't.
so now that you know, we're going to talk about this episode, I promise. But, just this is our first chance to talk about it. Do you remember when we were recording like 5 episodes ago and I asked you to name your 5 Cylons?
Yeah, and I got it pretty wrong, I think. Yeah.
Do you remember,
Except for Anders.
except for Anders, you remember you named Callie?
I did. Hmm.
And I was all like, but I thought 2 Cylons couldn't have a kid. You thought we were talking about this alternate scenario and you thought I had misunderstood you.
Yeah.
But what had happened is I forgot that you didn't know Tyrell was a Cylon.
Oh.
And I almost fucking ruined it right then. That was the closest I came to spoiling it throughout 3 seasons.
Yeah. I figured one of the two of them had to be, but I thought it was funnier if it was Tyrell, a human man, getting duped by 2 female Cylons.
For sure. And then I'm sure there've been a couple of comments a couple of times where I've been all like, you've seen X amount of Cylons. Like the first episode, I think I was all like, how many Cylons do you think we saw this episode?
I don't remember this.
Yeah, this is like our first episode of coverage. And for me to just be all
Okay.
like, this many. And you were just like, whoa. And then, not reference the fact that I was counting these Cylons in that count.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
we made it. Man, I was so worried that this was going to get spoiled for you.
No, it really didn't.
Oh,
Nowhere.
God.
I don't know how we managed it.
Yeah.
Being in a PhD program helps, I think.
Yeah, I'm sure. Having your mind occupied with so much other shit.
Yeah. So much other shit, and nobody in the program has watched Battlestar Galactica. So
Yeah. For the final 5.
I guess we got to take it apart now a little bit.
Yeah, we should probably walk through this episode. We open on Papa Dama's shaving. The light flickers and he cuts himself a little. Rosalind calls to be like, yell at me to get out of bed. And he's all like, nah, sick day. He manages to give a little bark And then she's like, yes, sir, another. And then he really gives it a go.
This was cute. I thought this was cute.
Yeah.
And I don't know. They're just, man, I just want them to be happy. I do.
It's going to be tough after some of the stuff that happens this episode.
It's going to be tough now, but they've gotten through some things before.
Yep.
I don't know. We'll see. Because we do end with like in media Cylon attack. So.
Oh yeah, we got to talk about the ending of this. The actual ending of this episode too is crazy.
Yeah, there's a lot of crazy here.
It's like I have a note when we hit it that's just how like the trial's over and there's 15 minutes left of this episode. You know it's about to get fucked.
Yeah, I was like, oh my God, I still have 12 minutes left and no Cylons have been revealed yet.
Yeah.
And I knew there was going to be more than one. And, you know, we had 4 people actively hearing music throughout the last 2 episodes. So, yeah, I was like, oh my God, I can't believe we still have 12 minutes and the big thing hasn't happened yet.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And it's just like, is that the big thing that happens this episode?
I mean, there's a lot of big things that happen.
Exactly. There's a lot. It's not a definitive statement.
Yeah. I really would like, though, somebody to just snip the audio of Adama in the last part of this scene telling Rosalind, don't let them see you sweat, Laura. I just need that. And we're just going to put that on my phone. And I'm just going to hit it a whole bunch this semester because this is the toughest semester of my program so far.
Yeah. So let him see you
I
sweat.
just need to hear it. I need to hear Edward Seamus almost tell me not to let him see me sweat over and over.
I wonder if that's an animated image somewhere that we can find for you to put in the Discord.
Yeah, just spam it in the Discord for the next 16 weeks, folks. Oh, well, by the time this comes out, it won't be 16 weeks anymore. But you know what? You can go ahead. 16 weeks.
8. It's still January for us. This episode airs in March, I think.
Yeah, but 16 weeks is fine, guys.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Yeah, just keep it going. Tyrell hears the music in his sleep. Anders and Tori be banging.
Yeah, weird.
Yeah.
I feel like this was supposed to make me try to feint me and be like, oh, she was staring at him in the bar because they're actually like, you know, banging around and stuff. And it had nothing to do with the music. And I was like, I don't think so.
Nah, it's the music. There's a knock on the door when the rest of the Nuggets come in. Celix is so disappointed.
Oh, man. Do you think she and Anders were banging too, or she was just like trying to get in there?
I think she was planning on getting in there, but was trying to give him a little space because, you know, his wife just died.
Yeah.
And was all like, you know, maybe at some point, and then missed that opportunity already.
That was so uncomfortable. I was like, oh, man.
Tyrell wanders around the ship as Lee puts forward calling a mistrial. Romo agrees that their victories in disqualifying witnesses have only embittered those who distrust Gaius against them.
Yeah.
But Gaius isn't interested in delaying his life any further. He'd rather be free or dead.
But he's not really thinking through what free means exactly.
No, he learns that much later. Anders is distracted from training by the song. He hears Tyrell humming it. They talk about it for a moment.
From childhood, they say.
Yeah.
It feels like something from our childhood.
Feels like something from the childhood. Very casually, a number of times. I don't know. Are you familiar with the song All Along the Watchtower?
I am actually not. I know it's Jimi Hendrix, and that's all I know.
Bob Dylan.
Oh, damn.
Jimi Hendrix did cover it. And to be fair, Jimi Hendrix made it significantly more famous than Bob Dylan's original.
Okay. Well, fuck me.
They put lines in from the song all over the place in this episode.
Yes, so I did catch.
They do it at the end when the song is like about to start playing and it's like vamping up. They do like 5 or 6 lines from the song real quick.
Yes,
but also like in this conversation, there's one.
Ty says something about there must be a way out of here.
Ty says something. Ty says a couple lines out of it. Anders says one to Tyrell here, or maybe it's the other way around, but there's like lots of them hidden in the just the script of the episode too.
Just conversations. Yeah. I mean, because I don't know the
And
song. I was
and I
not
also
catching.
hid one in the episode description I made for last week of this episode.
Oh, man. You got to tell me again, or I'll have to listen to
The wind
mine.
begins to howl. It was the line I added to the episode description, which is another line
Oh,
from the song. And I
okay.
mean, now that you hear specifically Bear McCreary's version of it,
Okay. So this is not Jimi Hendrix playing. This
no,
is Bear
this is Bear
McCreary.
McCreary. This is a very different version of the song than any that had come
Ah,
before it,
okay.
and it really emphasizes that ba 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 ba, which
Uh-huh.
is why I asked for that in our theme song
Uh-huh.
forever ago.
I knew that there was some connection eventually
Yeah,
to these things in the show. And that's why in the last episode I was like, oh, it's got to be that song, right?
yeah. I will say, like, as soon as we're done recording, be like, "Hey Alexa, play Bear McCreary's All Along the Watchtower." And
Okay.
there is also a live concert that he did a bunch of the music from Battlestar at with like a
Uh-huh.
rock band and an orchestra. And Katie Sackhoff comes out and plays piano, and they do this song.
Wow. That's so cool. Can I watch that yet? If
Um,
it's like on YouTube.
the concert probably,
Okay.
because it's just the songs. I don't know that even. Yeah, God, do they talk in between? I wouldn't watch the full concert.
Okay.
But just that song, I'm going to assume is safe from that concert. I will
Okay.
I will make a point of giving it a listen tomorrow.
We should run it by the maestra. She probably knows off the top
So
of her head.
I'm sure if any song is pulled out of that concert, it is this one,
Uh-huh.
and it has its own video that is going to be just the song.
Gosh. Man.
It's so good. I listen to this cover all the time. This is, I mean, All Along the Watchtower was like my favorite Bob Dylan song for a long time.
Uh-huh.
I don't know that it isn't anymore. I don't know what would have supplanted it. Is a song that I was obsessed with this song before Battlestar Galactica, and then in college I was so into Battlestar Galactica that this is just
Mm-hmm.
like
Two great tastes that taste great together.
You got peanut butter on my chocolate. You got chocolate in my peanut butter.
all right. Episode. Rosalind gets some space chemo and has another Cobalt Opera House vision.
Yeah.
She screams at the same time that like Hera screams and Athena screams because everyone's in medbay.
Yeah. I was kind of wondering at the end of the last episode if the cancer was even real. Like if Rosalind was just saying something on the stand to
To say the
excuse
same.
her.
Yeah.
Yeah. Excuse her Kamala use. But pretty quick, this episode's like, yes, it's okay. Keep going.
Yep.
You don't have to wonder about that. It is real.
Mhm.
But it very weird that all three of us react to this at the same time. And there was a fourth person in that vision.
Yeah. Caprica 6, they go visit her in the holding cell, and she was there with them.
Mhm.
She's like, no, I wasn't trying to like stop you from seeing Hera. I was just trying to protect her. I just knew that she needed to be protected. So I was trying to protect her. I don't know what's going on in this dream. It's weird that we were all there. And like her and Athena are like, oh, this makes sense a little bit. But when Rosalind was also there is the breaking point,
Hmm.
which is interesting.
Except she's a super secret sixth Cylon, so it's fine.
I mean,
I'm going to be sticking to my guns on this one, too.
yeah, you think it's Rosalind?
Rosalind's super secret sixth Cylon. I think there's a fifth, but
Yeah.
something is, yeah. I'm hedging my bets so I get to pick two.
Okay. I mean, fair. Play the game. But like, is it not obviously Starbeast?
I don't know.
Okay.
I need to hear more from Starbeast. I need more.
Okay. Okay. Well, we'll talk about that when we get to the end of the episode.
Yeah.
Ty tells Bill about the music. He says he'll look into it. He quotes another couple of lines from the song here. And then we get Gata on the stand.
Yeah, I really thought there was going to be more to this.
He lies about being there when Gaius signs the big execution order.
That was a lie, I was pretty sure.
Yep.
Especially, well, I was sure it was a lie that it was just Cylons in that room.
Yeah.
But then also he says that Gaius did nothing and did not try to resist, and he obviously did.
Yeah, that's a big old lie.
Yeah. If he had been there, at least that would have been a lie.
Baltar's pissed. He's all like, you can't honestly expect impartial testimony from the man who tried to assassinate me. Couldn't even do it, Butterfingers.
Which, like, actually is kind of a good point.
It is a good point.
Because I think there's still something there. I think there's something that we are going to find out about Gata did, or, I mean, I think on my, if I have to still think about my list of Cylons, I don't think Gata's on it anymore.
Yeah.
But he did something bad, I think.
I mean, what Gata did and what Gata does will be important going forward.
In the 4th season.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think something's wrong there. I don't.
Gata is more of a focus character in season 4 than he was in 3.
We sort of, we kind of had like our episode where we're like, hey, remember this? And then we kind of just like, boop, 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 shoved Gata off to the side, except when he stabbed the guy. And yeah, I don't know.
So
something's there.
I was reading about this season, and we can talk about some of this stuff now. The reason there was so much Sagittarian stuff, and like the Woman King episode in particular, was they were originally planning on, because they weren't going to be able to discredit Gata in the trial. So they're like, okay, well, there was also this other Sagittarian massacre where they killed a bunch of Sagittarians. And there is another, like, one of them was there and saw you try to fight the Cylons on an execution order. So we can use that and have someone else testify. And so they were planning all this stuff around that. And then they ended up canceling that plan after they had already written past Woman King, but not filmed Woman King, and went back and had to rewrite it to remove some of that stuff. To do the ending of the trial with Lee that we get. But that's why there's like weird stuff before that episode where they're trying to like bring in Dogsville and the Sagittarians and all this, and then it just gets dropped so quickly because they were using it to build for this trial as a way to save Baltar, and then abandon that plot line completely.
Yeah, I don't like that. So
it's one of the reasons why those episodes are weak, is because they don't go anywhere, because they were building towards a thing, and then they last minute decided to not do it. And so when it got to the point where that would start to be important, it instead just crashed.
That makes a lot of sense, but I'm kind of glad they didn't do it. I don't know.
Yeah.
So, Gata, something wrong there.
Butterfingers.
I'm ready to find out what his whole deal is.
I give it a couple episodes. Romo has no questions for Gata. If he's going to perjure himself, nothing good is going to come of it anyways. So, no point.
Yeah, I agreed with Romo. I was like, I don't see what he can possibly do.
Yeah.
Because it is a he said. No one else was in that room except for Cylons who are not here. And nobody likes Gaius, so there you go.
After a quick recess, the defense is now able to present their case. Romo asks for a mistrial, and Gaius starts to lose it.
I hate this guy.
Honestly, I kind of liked this bit. I think this was a smart play by Romo to ask for the mistrial here.
Oh, yeah, I'm not saying I hate Romo. I hate Gaius for being a little petulant baby.
Well, you know that he's going to do this, though. Like, Romo knows that this is going to be Gaius' reaction because he brought it up with him before. And so to have him be all like, no, I want this trial, I think is an important way to help redeem him and his image a little bit, which is what he sorely needs.
I guess. I don't know.
But he calls Lee up to the stand after pointing out that Adama has already made up his mind. This is something that Lee had shared in confidence.
Yeah, early in the episode.
Yeah.
And the second he says this, I'm like, oh, you just fucked this up. This real fuck now.
Yeah, Lampkin's like, he said that? He actually said that?
Yeah. And the fact that Lee didn't clock the consequences of that, and
It's because he's a dummy. He's a dummy who thinks he's not a dummy.
yeah, he's a dummy who thinks he's not a dummy because
He's like,
maybe he clocks it, but he thinks, oh, that'll never happen. That can never happen. He would never do that. And then, of course, he's gonna fucking do that. You dumb shit.
like Lee is my least favorite type of person because Lee is the person who will make a mistake and not learn from it. Because this is not the first time he's brought something up in front of Lampkin that he shouldn't have. That was then immediately used to make him do something in the trial that he didn't want to do.
Yeah.
Like, this literally happened in the last episode, and you fell for it again, you dummy.
And I really feel scared now because sometimes I secretly fear that I am Lee. Oh, please don't let me be
If you've
Lee.
had a moment of introspection in your life, like worrying about being Lee is what makes you not Lee.
Oh, thank God. Phew.
Bullet dodged.
Man.
Like
Lee.
worrying about not learning from your mistakes is how you learn from your mistakes. It's a great way to go about it. Not the only way, but a great way to go about it. The thing that
It's a
makes
good
you
start,
not
I suppose. Yeah.
repeat those mistakes. Yeah. Thinking about your mistakes. Introspection. Lee's all like, no, I'm not going to testify against my dad. And then he gets called up to the stand. And he's all like, did he say this? And he's all like, if I hold my breath long enough, then I'll pass out and I don't have to answer this question.
His face looks especially stupid without, like, he's doing the haircut without the product, like we
Yeah.
talked about.
Yeah.
It's like he really needs the product. That's part of who he is. Like, yeah. And the suit, the silly suit. Oh my God.
Yeah. It was like the context for getting him up there on the stand, which was weird in the first place, and the prosecution called it was like, hey, this is kind of fucking weird. It was like, okay, well, he's got information about like one of the jurors being contaminated because it's his dad. Right?
Yeah.
Like, okay, that makes sense.
That seems, yeah, like a good reason to talk to the person
Right?
for sure.
But then when he's like, okay, well, tell me why you think Gaius Baltar deserves a fair trial. And the prosecution's all like, this is literally what closing arguments are for.
Yeah.
Right? Which is hilarious because after they do this great speech that we're going to talk about in a second, they rest their case and then neither side gets to make closing arguments. They just go and deliberate immediately.
They're just like, well, we're done here. Yeah.
This can't be how this works.
The prosecutor deserved one more shot at it. Yeah.
We saw the prosecution rest and the defense take over, so it's not like they did it earlier and we just missed it. It's all like we saw the moment of transition. So there is just no closing arguments, so her point doesn't make any sense. Whatever.
Well, I mean, maybe she just got steamrolled and she intended to get closing arguments and the judge was just like, nope, we're done.
Yeah, this is Lee gives a big speech here. The prosecution's all like, fuck this, come on, guys. And then the judge is all like, I'm inclined to say fuck this. And then Adama's all like, I want to hear what Lee has to say. I'll listen to him for the first time in our relationship. In earnest. Sure, this one time.
He seems to want it so bad, he's going to do it here in front of everybody.
Yeah.
So.
And he fucking goes. Lee is bringing up every sin forgiven imaginable that he can think of. He's like, the president issued a blanket pardon for everyone for everything on New Caprica. Ties, suicide bombing, the mutiny against Kane, the military coup, the destruction of the Olympic carrier. Everything is forgiven, but not Gaius. He has to die because he's an asshole. If we blame him for all of our failures and just shove them into him like a Jeff Dunham puppet and then throw him out the airlock like Jeff Dunham's career, then we can be absolved of ever making Jeff Dunham popular, but also the stuff on New Caprica.
The whole time Lee is making this excellent speech with the Jeff Dunham metaphors,
Yeah.
I am pondering because I'm like, with what they know, yes, he's making an interesting point, maybe even an excellent point. But we, the audience, know that Gaius's buffoonery killed a whole lot of people, millions of people
Yeah.
in the colonies. Like,
But you can't
but
prove that.
nobody knows that.
Yeah.
Nobody knows that.
Rosalind has one like acid trip about it,
Yeah.
which is
Yeah.
not enough evidence to kill someone in a trial.
Yeah, it's
That's
yeah,
justice
I mean,
systems.
her acid trip is correct, but that could be a statistical fluke.
Look, there's a percentage. I don't know what this percentage is, but there's a percentage of acid trip visions that are actually accurate despite being unbelievable. It has to be it has to be one or more in the history of acid trips.
Sure, yeah. Yeah. So it's so frustrating for me because I'm like, this is the like legitimate and correct thing.
Yeah.
We should not, this is not enough evidence. It's in our legal system, it's beyond a shadow of a doubt, right?
Mm-hmm.
And if you have that shadow of a doubt, you are not supposed to convict somebody, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And pasting my standard onto this show, which hasn't said exactly that, but I think we're supposed to kind of put that together. Yeah.
Just
I'm like,
to see.
yeah. No. With this context, with what you know,
Mm-hmm.
no. But with what I know, it would be a little more justifiable. I mean, I think that, as Gaia said, he never intended anything, but that doesn't fucking matter when you're dealing with the whole planet's security system's codes.
Yeah.
Intent doesn't matter. It's the impact of it.
Yeah.
So, very disappointing.
Also, I'm pretty sure that like back in like episode 5 when they mentioned that blanket pardon as Rosalind's taking over from Tom Zarek.
Yeah.
I think it explicitly doesn't pardon Baltar. I think they mentioned that. I remember a throwaway line.
He's not back yet when that blanket pardon is issued anyway.
No.
Like, we just know he's not around. They don't even know he's with the Cylons necessarily, right?
No, they probably think he's dead for that first little bit. I don't know. I don't remember when they find out he's still alive. It's sooner than I thought it was going to be, but is it before that two-parter they find out he's alive? He sends a message or something. Because Gaeta knows pretty quickly.
It's right. I don't thought it was like right when we all show up at the Jupiter, at the algae planet or whatever. When they all show up at the algae planet, that's when they know, right?
Well, that's when they get him.
Yeah, but he does send a message.
Yeah.
That's true. I don't know.
Yeah.
I still do not like Gaius Baltar.
Yeah, you shouldn't.
Lee can be right about this, but he still fucking sucks.
Yeah.
He is a danger to humanity.
A commercial break covers the tribunal's deliberation. A vote of 3-2 finds him not guilty, and the crowd erupts. There's people who are happy. There are people who are angry. Rosalind, like, immediately leaves. It's just like, I'm getting the fuck out of here.
Yeah, I think that's a good time to take your security detail and go.
Yeah, for sure. It turns violent pretty quickly. Someone tries to jump Gaius, but they manage to get him out of there pretty quickly. Gaius is like so sure he was going to win the entire time now, and it's all because of Gaius. He makes it about him very quickly. He's all like, I could have seen the Admiral squirm a little more, and he's all like, motherfucker.
Just because we did what we felt was the right thing in this legal system doesn't mean we actually want to talk to you anymore.
Right.
No, he was so obnoxious. Like,
oh, for sure.
Before we even get to the cell where he's gathering his things now, as the audience is starting to erupt, he's like accosting reporters, like with his crazy eyes, James Kellis crazy eyes, just like ranting about how this whole thing was a sham and he's so great, and immediately starts in on that in the cell, and both people are like, I don't give a royal fuck, my sir.
Yeah. Yeah, Lee tells him not to push it. He's like, Romo, you can like be the guy who organizes my book tour. And he's all like, actually, I'm now the most influential lawyer in the fleet, and we have a legal system again. I'm going to be busy. Fuck off.
Yeah. He thinks that we're friends because you hung out with me for the last 3 days. And you're gonna handle all my legal stuff for me. You're gonna be my personal lawyer, right?
Yeah.
Right? And no. I assume we never see Romo Lampkin again.
I said maybe.
Okay. All right. Maybe there's more legal shenanigans. I thought we would be done with them, but perhaps not.
I mean, this show likes to find ways to bring people back when it can. You know.
I want to know how Zarek feels about all this. I hope that we get that in the first episode. The first episode of season 4 might just be like we're fighting for our lives.
You've not seen the last of Tom Zarek.
I want to know how he feels and what he wants to do
Richard
about this.
Hatch didn't like suddenly get a thing that made it so that he couldn't show up. Like, you'll see Tom Zarek again.
Good.
Lampkin calls Lee an honest man. He sets down his cane, puts on his glasses, and walks away.
Yeah. Yeah. We were pretty much glasses off the whole trial, right?
Yeah.
Over the 2 episodes. And now he's done being earnest at everyone. And the glasses are going back on.
He's done wanting
Didn't
people to
actually need
believe
this
he's
cane.
earnest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. He didn't need this cane. That was just for show. He tells Lee that he's an honest man in the sort of
Unlike your grandfather.
well, yeah, and the sort of like vocal tone I'm hearing on that is sucker, not so much honest man. Like, I knew I could mess with you because I knew exactly how you were going to play out.
Rosalind talks to Papadama, and he tells her that he voted not guilty. And
I knew the second it said 3-2 not guilty, I was like, oh, it's Adama.
Yep.
Yeah.
And she's like, Bill, you were so close to hitting this, but now...
Mom and Dad won't be happy.
No, Mom and Dad are going to be fighting for a little bit.
Yeah, they did fight. I feel like the beginning of season 2, or at some point they were fighting for a little
they had
bit.
a coup. Yeah, that was on
Yeah.
that was
They had
on
a whole
Lee's
freaking
list of
coup.
shit we've forgiven. Was Adama's coup.
Yep. I just hope he doesn't try to coup again. That seems like a bad idea.
I don't know that this show would have that happen. Like,
Yeah.
you've been to that well. Like, you're going to do
Right.
something different.
I don't know. They've been to some wells before that they've like managed to dress it up in different clothing. And so it's like, you didn't remember we went to this well, but we did.
Yeah. I mean, that's fair.
But I mean, it goes with their theme of there's like nothing new. And,
Yeah, all this has happened before, right?
Yeah.
Happen again.
So as long as you do it right, there's no problem.
And this is where we have 15 minutes left of the episode. Like, you've made it 2/3 of the way through this episode, and you're like, shit.
Yeah, we've wrapped up the thing that was, we thought, the most
Yeah.
biggest dramatic thing, and there's still time.
Yeah. Oh, remember the nebula we've been working our way towards? We're jumping there right now.
Yeah, like, okay, we finished the trial. Now we got to do that last jump
Yeah.
right now.
As soon
Just
as
like
they
right
jump, Rosalind gets like a little ill, right?
Uh-huh.
So something's going on with her. And then the power goes out, not just on Galactica, but across the fleet. We see the ships drifting in space as we cut to what would have been a commercial.
Okay.
We see the crew scramble as Ty hears the music still. Some of the religious figure types, the ones that were coming to Baltar for blessings, grab him, throw a shroud over him, and then it's like, we're taking you to your new life.
I'm so mad.
Yeah. Are you so mad that we're
I-
watching another show that has a guy with long hair have a weird sex cult in the basement again?
Oh God, is it going to be a sex cult? Oh no. I mean, I guess I should have known that because it's Gaius Baltar. Like that. That's not very spoilery. It was all women who saved him.
Yeah,
Like,
it's all women who saved him. Yep.
was that a Jesus reference?
Yeah.
Aren't there 3 important women
it
in the?
I mean, I
Yeah.
don't know much about Christianity, but I do know they love a fucking Trinity. So I don't
think
think
there were,
that
like,
was a mistake.
three women that were like referred to at the after crucifixion, going to the tomb and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Barfing specifically at Gaius and 3 women.
Yeah.
'Cause
That's fair.
yeah, she was in the trial. That lady. I don't know
Yeah.
if you noticed her in the audience.
Yeah, she was in the
Okay.
audience. Yeah. She was cheering when he got not guiltied.
Remember when I was afraid that Deanna was going to start thinking that Gaius was God?
Yeah. I was having a good laugh internally then because of this.
I'm a little afraid that that was true, but I just had it like at the wrong point in time and the wrong characters and people.
Yeah. I mean, there's a reason that you failed that quiz and everyone was all like, no, you have to go give her the points.
It was about this. It was about the God thing.
There was Laura, there have been a number of minor weird plot points that you were quite prescient about whether or not you remember.
Well, I did accurately guess the exact number of episodes till we got off New Caprica, so I thought that's why you were giving me points.
I purposely did not tell you and have not told you exactly the thing. You'll find that out when you dig through Spoiler Town at the end of the show.
Okay.
The exact thing it
Cool.
was. Because I need you
Yeah.
to have a reason to go back and read a whole 3 years worth of Discord chat.
Oh my God.
Rip.
Yeah. No, I am pretty upset that the season 4 weird Gaius plot is going to be Gaius is God. Don't like it. Don't want it. No thanks.
Caprica 6 dreams of the Opera House. The final 5 are there to tell her that they failed the weight balancing exam in photography class.
Yeah. It's a shame, really.
Yeah. Listener, if you've not watched this show in a long time and you're just listening to us talk about it, when they show the final 5 in the Coble Opera House, they tend to like make them look almost angelic because they're like in big white robes and they're like
Yeah. It's just white.
kind of
It's just
ethereal, shiny see-through. They're fucking with the white balance. And in this particular shot, because they're taking up like X amount of the frame, maybe it's just like modern TVs and my brightness settings or something, but it was like, wow, it's too much.
Yeah, speaking of that white balance, right before we see the final 5, they're like up in a balcony,
Yeah.
right? So I think Gaius and Six and Hera are on the stage.
Yeah.
I think it's Gaius as well at this point,
Yeah.
right? Okay. And there's like 6 draperies
Yeah.
that also look white. And I was like, I feel like that's probably a symbolism, but I don't know what it is. I was like, 6 is here. That's the only thing I can think of is like, she is 6. Haha. But
I mean, 6 draperies look good on a stage. It's like the right amount to
Yeah.
cover that space.
I guess it could just be as simple as that.
I mean, there's 5 spaces in between 6 things.
That's true. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Or maybe it's a way of them telling you that there's a secret 6 Cylon. Who knows?
I like it. I like
I
it.
said maybe.
Yeah. We don't know if they really see them.
Yeah.
Hera or Six, Hera and
I mean,
Gaius. Not that
I
Hera
know,
would.
but you don't know if Caprica 6 knows the identities here.
Yeah. Oh, and here's the other thing: is Gaius really there?
So that's the thing is Gaius never comments on being in the opera house with everyone else.
Yeah,
Right?
he hasn't throughout the.
We don't hear it. No one goes to check on him. Rosalind doesn't see him at the end and be like, hey, were you in the fucking opera house with us? No one checks. So that's kind of weird and kind of up in the air.
Yeah. It seems like a thing that he would have a hard time, like, keeping quiet if we were anywhere nearby at that time. But
after this, the song really starts to pick up as Tyrell, Ty, Anders, and Tori are drawn together. When they see each other, Tyrell's all like, so that's how it is. A switch just flips. They walk in, and Ty's immediately like, no. 40 years in the fleet, 2 wars, fuck this.
And Ellen. Ellen.
Yeah.
I didn't want it to be Ty because I wanted to be right about more Cylons in this. But I was like, man, I guess I was right because Cylons just don't know how to love, right? And he and Ellen sure had a hard time of that.
Yeah.
So.
They did. Also, like, being a Cylon and killing your wife for being a Cylon collaborator. Ouch.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
That seems like it could be a problem.
Yeah.
He barely mentioned it now, but So this is the spot where I want to ask a question.
Okay.
We've all figured it out. We're all hearing the same song.
Yeah.
Our little switch has flipped. But the 5th one has not? Or has the 5th one always known? Or I don't know. And
Their absence is conspicuous. That is not an accident.
Yeah. I bet the 4 of them are going to be wondering about that.
They might know. We don't really get a lot of time for them to talk.
Does everybody in the fleet know that there are 12 models? I cannot remember if we've discussed this.
I don't think that's public knowledge. I think that's like an Adama, Rosalind. Like, maybe Ty knows.
Yeah.
Ty might have a security clearance for that. But I don't think, like, Captain Kelly, 3rd in command of the ship, knows that.
Yeah.
I don't think Gata knows that,
Okay. Yeah. So interesting that we do have another human Cylon hybrid baby out there.
Yes.
With the magic blurred.
Magic blurred.
But somehow Doc Coddle hasn't noticed.
Yeah, that's weird.
That's weird.
Yeah.
I mean, my babies were blood typed as soon as they were born. Like, but the doctors would have noticed if they had none of those allele things.
Yeah.
So, do we just not do that? Do we just not blood type babies? There's a very good reason that they do it.
Yeah.
The second that they're born.
Yeah, it's very important to be aware of,
Huh.
Yeah. So Saul's like fucking very upset. Sam is all like, hey, things weren't great for me either. Like, I did stuff. Yeah.
I did that whole resistance thing.
Yeah, the resistance thing we did. That I guess we did together, so maybe you've got more stuff than me, but I'm not happy either. And then Tyrell finally says the C word. Cylon.
Hang on. Oh, okay. Yeah. Like, nobody said the Cylon word yet.
Yeah.
But also, I think he was thinking about the original Caprica resistance, too.
Yeah.
Like, all of that, like...
Freedom fighting.
Leading.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, maybe there's a reason you were so good at it. Tyrell is a Cylon.
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about it. I kind of liked him as a stupid human man.
I mean, I went on record in like episode 2 of saying that Tyrell's one of my favorite characters on this show. And I knew then. So.
Yeah. What does that say about you, Jafar? Are you a Cylon?
But it's important. Tyrell finally says Cylon, and the second he says Cylon, power comes back onto the ship. And not just the ship, the whole fleet. But also the second he says Cylon, a Cylon fleet jumps in.
Conspicuously silent through most of this is Miss Tori. She doesn't.
It's because
say a
she
whole
doesn't have
lot.
any character development to have anything to say. I was on
Well, that's-
Caprica 1. I don't know why that's my Tori impression.
I have a feeling that if any of our Cylons are going to break bad now, because obviously they've been like working towards it. They were sleepers. They thought they were humans. They were working towards
Yeah.
something.
Big goals.
If anybody's going to break bad first, I'm going to guess Tori. Yeah. Because it's easier because we don't know her as well. So it's like easier for the writers. But yeah.
Yeah.
Saul could accidentally break bad, I think. Because like he makes a lot of goof 'em ups.
He do. So Cylon fleet jumps in, and Adama's all like, emergency FTL jump. And Hilo's all like, bro, the power was out. It's going to take 20 minutes.
Yeah. Maybe not for Galactica was what I was feeling like.
Yeah.
He was like, the fleet cannot do this. Like those other ships that are not like designed to spin up at military speed
Yeah.
can't do it.
Yeah, they're fucked.
So we can't leave them here.
We are
like,
fucked. Back in the room with the Cylons, Ty is all like, the ship is under attack. We do our jobs and we'll figure this out in season 4.
I mean, good leadership instincts, Ty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they just turn up that Bear McCreary and let it play. Adama orders the nukes to be readied. Lee sees pilots run past and runs and goes and grabs a flight suit to join them. Ty and Tori affirm their allegiances to the Admiral and President, respectively.
But again, there's like a look between, like on Tori's face, like the way she says it isn't as convincing as the way Ty says it. And then he kind of looks at her, and I'm like, uh-oh. Yeah.
Lee gets an unknown Dreidis contact, so he goes to check it out. And it's like something's flying around him. It felt a lot like the thing with Kara in the Maelstrom.
A certain raider.
Yeah, a certain raider. Not an accident. And we see that it is Starbuck, who is in a, I don't know if you caught this, brand spanking new Mark II Viper.
I didn't. I guess I noticed it was very clean.
It's shiny, brand new, does not have a call sign sticker on it. It is like the newest 80-year-old machine in history.
Yeah. Yeah, and she tells him not to worry.
Yeah.
It is going to be okay. She has been to Earth and she knows how to get there.
Yeah, she is not just knows the way to Earth. She has been to Earth. Right?
Yeah.
She will show them the way. And this is where we zoom out of our nebula, out to our galaxy, the Milky Way in general, and then zoom back in, and we see Earth. Our Earth, Florida dick and all. Like, it is clearly North America, this be Earth.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. That's it. That's the episode.
That's the episode. I'm not sure if I'm doing too much mental legwork.
I mean, you did just watch the episode, so.
Yeah, so lots of mental
It's
legwork
settling.
just happening.
Yeah.
The song is clearly a song in our Earth existence. Are they just borrowing a song for funsies? Or is the song meant to imply that, like, Cylon God or whoever made the 12 models
Is Bob Dylan.
is Bob Dylan?
Silent God is Bob Dylan.
Oh, I was going to say is from Earth, which presumably Bob Dylan is. So
Hold on, I'm going to go rename Spoiler Chat that.
presumably Bob Dylan is from Earth. Huh.
Yeah.
I'm like, am I just reading too far into it? Is it just like, we like this song, it's a funsie song? Or like, because Silent God's been talked about a bit, you know?
I feel like I can't answer this question.
I know you can't answer this question. It's okay.
I want to answer this question.
But you can't answer this question.
I shouldn't
I know.
answer this question.
I know. So I'm like, am I going to go off on a little rabbit hole down there? Oh, way wrong direction.
Well,
it's fine
okay,
if I do.
I'll say this. There might be something more to it. There might not be. But one of the themes is all of this has happened before and all of this will happen again. And
True.
with that, things coming back or away, like, we don't really know what year it is, right? That's up for debate right now, because, I mean, if they land on Earth, they get to Earth in the finale, and it's 1980, just like the original Battlestar.
I just don't think that's going to happen. I just think it's not that. Maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah.
But
like
be a little weird.
All of this happened before all this happened begin. All of this is happening at the same time, kind of tangentially related, so it could just be a cosmic coincidence. But it might not be.
In my super secret 6 Cylon ammo.
Yeah. Okay, so you're saying
very...
super secret 6 Cylon is Rosalind. Who's the 5th Cylon? I want to get a prediction on the record for you. So you're saying Rosalind is a Cylon, but there's another one. Who's the other one?
Yeah. I feel like the show really wants me to think it's Starbeast.
Yeah.
The show really wants me to think that because they're like, she disappeared. Now she's got a new thing.
You saw her ship blow the fuck up.
Yeah.
This wasn't a, little dinky, the ship vanished thing. We saw it blow the fuck up.
I just don't think the show is actually going to give us the 5th Cylon this soon. I think the 5th Cylon is someone else.
Okay.
I think something else is going to happen in the next couple of episodes at the beginning of season 4 that's like, oh, it's not Starbeast.
Yeah. Do you have just throw a pick out there? Don't worry about thinking about it too much.
See, I was really starting to think Adama might be one.
Yeah. So I'm gonna give you a little lead of conjecture here, based off of things you've already said. Which is, it's weird that the 5th one isn't with them in the room hearing the music.
Yeah.
Is it possible that the 5th one is just not on Galactica at this time? Could it be a Tom Zarek, perhaps? Someone who's in the fleet, but we just haven't seen this episode? Someone who could have heard the music and we just weren't around to interact with them?
Yeah, I mean, you've told me there's no one new, and just most of our main characters are on Galactica. We know that.
Yeah.
So it would have to be just Zarek.
It would be, anyone else would be difficult. It's Commander Kelly. They put him on the prison ship.
Yeah. Would they put him on the prison ship, or would he just stay in the brig forever?
He comes back.
Military prisons are different.
We have not seen the last of Captain Kelly, so I'll let that question work itself out later.
Oh, interesting. I was so confused every time Ben is like, my boy, Captain Kelly, and it's like he's done literally nothing, and now he's done crimes, murders, murder, one attempted.
I'm gonna just look at Ben at the camera right now. Ben, one of my best friends. His son is my nephew. We're close, right?
Right.
If Ben needed a kidney and I was a donor, he could ask. I don't know that I'd say yes, but he could ask. Historically speaking, my family history, you don't want one of my kidneys, Ben. Anyways,
sure.
Sometimes you got a bad take, Ben. and I think Captain Kelly is a bad take. I'll say that out loud.
I knowing Ben would not put it past him to just pick a random background character who really does not show up or do anything and call them his boy.
100%. 100%. He does it habitually on LTO.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, but I mean, just, there's reasons. It's just maybe someone we didn't see. If it was someone who was in the brig and couldn't go interact with the other characters because they all have to work their way there. There are options. There are things that it could be.
Yeah,
it's boxy.
It's boxy. Yeah, I really was thinking because Cylons have the love problem, right?
Yeah.
And Adama's a dad who just cannot say he loves his children.
Yeah.
I was like, that's suspicious.
Mm-hmm.
But now I'm like, well, if he's been revealed, he is one.
Yeah.
Is it no longer interesting if Adama was one? But
Kinda. Yeah.
they have different love problems, so that's interesting.
I mean, it's the fact that like the two number twos, the chief of staff and the XO, are both Cylons. I think makes both Rosalind and Adama less interesting picks for the same reason. But that said, like, Tori has nowhere near the level of screen time and development of Ty.
Yeah.
So
for sure.
It doesn't feel as nearly as
like,
potent there.
We've only ever seen Tori just be like boss babe mode all the time, except for the one last episode where she was like hot mess for some reason. We had no lead up to it at all. Yeah, I don't think it's Starbees, especially because Anders popped. I'm like, I don't think so. I don't think you're gonna make it that.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I suppose maybe my Gata could still be true, especially because he and Ty don't like each other. That's interesting.
Yeah.
But in my super secret 6 Cylon fuel was that Rosalind had like a moment when all the others their switches flipping.
Yeah, she did.
And she was like unwell.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, oh, was that something like trying to break through?
And we see that she can't sleep, just like the rest of them can't right now leading up to this too.
Uh-huh. And we're told like, oh, that's the Kamala.
Yeah,
like,
we've got a reason.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe the Kamala she's having other visions, like.
Yeah.
And the fact that, she's in a vision with 2 other Cylons.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And here's the other thing. In the episodes I didn't like, where Deanna finally gets her vision of the final 5, where I was like, well, what the fuck just happened?
Yeah.
It didn't do anything. Nothing happened in this episode. She does say, oh, it's you, to one of them or something like it. And like,
apologizes.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was you. And I just don't, the 4 that we have, like, I don't see her saying that to any of those people.
Yeah.
And so I'm trying to like envision like, who would she say I'm so sorry to? And it just seems like either Rosalind or Adama, like, unless it was Gaius, but we've already like, no.
Who's the pilot who's naked in her documentary? Maybe it's them.
It was Cat. It was Naked Cat.
Was it Naked Cat? Okay.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Just putting those pieces together, I don't know. I feel like one of them has to be, but it's kind of weird that their number 2s are.
Yeah.
So that would probably make the internet mad. And famously, the internet did get kind of mad about the end of this one.
I mean, the internet got mad about the end of the show because it wasn't their perfect finale.
Right.
Like in their head.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna see how I feel about it when we get to it, because I haven't seen it since it aired. So I'm expecting to feel differently about it now than I did when my brain was significantly less functional than it is today.
Yeah.
I mean, significantly might be a needless drag on myself. I was in college.
I don't know. If it was the age that I was at, I'm gonna go with it's significantly less developed.
Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely more mature and more intelligent than I was in my mid-20s. So
yeah, I think that's a good thing.
Yeah, that's the goal. One might even hope for.
Yeah.
So
that's where I'm at. I still feel like something ain't right with Gata. I don't know whether that something is a Cylon problem or something else.
TBD.
I'm so sorry. Just to me, it screams either Rosalind or Adama.
Okay.
It just does. And Super Secret 6 Cylon allows for both.
All right. Well, we got to rate this episode on a scale of 1 to 12 colonies. Or I guess we could rate it on 1 to 11 Cylons now.
If it's 11, if we rated 11 Cylons, is that like 13 colonies? Is that or 12 silent? 12 silent.
12 Silence is like 13 colonies. Well, and then if there's a super secret sixth.
Yeah, which would actually be the super secret 13th Cylon.
Yeah.
The Baker's dozen. It's very good.
Yeah.
It's very good. I was suspended the whole time. It was a little bit cold in my room, and my cat was sitting in my lap. She's being very sweet. And I found myself like shivering, like trembling out of worry and excitement and cold.
You watch twice, right? You'll do a watch and then you'll do a notes watch, typically.
No. not this show. I haven't been. I was doing that on Babylon 5, but I haven't been able to.
How was it? What was it like watching it straight through? Did you find the show to be paced significantly differently without you pausing all the time to make notes?
Yeah. It went by pretty speedy.
Yeah.
I decided not to make notes on this one, listener, because we were going to record right afterwards, and it was just going to be like extra effort. And Jafar's got like a heart out, so we were like, let's just do it.
It's 11:30 for me right now, p.m., and I have to be in the car and driving an hour very early in the morning. So it was about getting it going as early as we could.
And we just wanted to get this thing done.
Yeah.
So watching it without notes was nice.
Yeah.
Like just to be able to watch the show.
Yeah. Sometimes I miss TV without notes.
Right? I mean, sometimes I do like having a moment to process my thoughts and like, what just happened here? And isn't that interesting?
I definitely, it's an entirely different way to consume media. Like just the process of sitting and making notes and thinking about the things that are said and trying to make jokes and like having to Google Jeff Dunham. Like,
we didn't have to do that.
I had to Google famous puppeteer comedian. Didn't remember his name.
That's fair.
Yeah. I don't think anyone besides Jeff Dunham would be mad about that.
Yeah, no, I really liked it. It set up my suspense really well for the 4th season.
Yeah.
I really want to dive into it, but we got other things to do first. So,
We do.
I mean, I'm willing to give it a, like, do I want to give this 13 colonies?
Give it 13 colonies. Fuck it.
Yeah. I don't think I ever gave out my fuck this episode this season because you kept telling me I was going to fuck another episode more.
Yeah. And we got to the good ones and you didn't fuck any of them at that point.
No.
That's fine.
I didn't feel that way.
No.
I don't know why. Yeah.
Yeah, whatever.
I do hate Guy Spalter, though. Fuck that Guy Spalter.
Fuck Guy Spalter. All right, I'll give it a 11 just because it's a good ep, but I think the last one was better. Okay, so we're going to go on break for 2 weeks like we do in between seasons. When we come back, we're going to have the Razor flashbacks webisodes.
Yeah.
So
I'm worried about quality.
This is stuff that was cut. This is all cut material from the Razor movie.
Oh, so the quality is going to be better than the potato of the new Caprica ones?
So let me read the description.
Okay.
A young William Adama serves aboard the Battlestar Galactica near the end of the First Cylon War.
Huh.
They are shorter than the Resistance webisodes. Some of them, I think the last one was like 2 minutes tops. Like they are quick. So there's not going to be a whole lot to talk about. That will be a brief episode, but the one after is going to be the Razor movie. So
Okay. So they were actually filmed as part of the Razor movie.
yes,
But okay.
and the guy who did Exodus Part 2, which is the rescue off a new
It's a
Caprica,
real good one.
same director for the webisodes and Razor. So
Okay.
you got that.
So we're going to see a little bit more like polished set than all the canvas around in the Resistance.
I think that some of these scenes aren't, well, it's set on Galactica. So like,
Oh, okay.
yeah. Well,
It's just
at
young
least a
Galactica.
chunk of it is set on Galactica.
So, question.
Yeah.
I think you can answer this one. For young Adama, do we just try to make Edward James Olmos look younger, or do we have a different actor?
They've got a different actor.
Okay. I respect that.
Yeah.
I'd respect that more than like putting a backwards baseball cap on him.
Hello, fellow kids. Yeah. No, it's way young Adama. It's like 19-year-old Adama. There's like no way you're making Eddie look like this.
Yeah.
I don't even think he looked like that when he was that young, to be perfectly honest. Anyways, we'll be back with that in a couple of weeks. But until then, we have to say thank you. Hey, Jeremy. JeremySiegel42.bandcamp.com. Thanks so much for putting All Along the Watchtower in our theme music. So everyone who's seen this show has thought they're becoming a Cylon every time they listen to it up until this point. I appreciate you so much. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for that special request that I did not understand until this point in time.
Gotcha.
And thanks to Angry Duck Time Machine on Instagram for the podcast artwork.
Aaron, thanks so much for editing this podcast and releasing it on time and doing drops and putting up with my bullshit. I appreciate you a great deal.
And listener, if you were waiting for the moment, the big moment, that Laura found out she was totally fucking right about Anders, you can come talk about it in the Discord. And for that, you don't even have to be in Spoiler Town anymore. So
by the time this airs, that's Spoiler Town's going to be mostly ripped open, but there'll still be some stuff.
Oh, there will still be some stuff, yeah. So, all right. We love you.
We'll see you in a few weeks, Internet. Bye.
Bye.